Hi guys, thank you for joining me on this fourth grade mathematics road trip today. We're going to be looking at the first 6 weeks, which has 3 units. Before we get started, my name is Kelly Whitehead and I'll be your guide for today. If you need anything throughout this year, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. To get started, we're going to look at what experiences your students have already had in previous grades and what to expect for the first unit. In second grade, they used standard, word, and expanded form to represent numbers up to 1200. Then in third grade, they moved up to 100,000, where they composed and decomposed the numbers, and then they also compared and ordered them. Now in fourth grade, they're going to be representing the value of the digits, and they're going to go through 1 billion and with decimals to the hundredths place using expanded notation. Take a look at this question, and I want you to think about this and what your students need to learn. What relationships and patterns are found in base 10 place value system? There are 3 standards that I want to lift up for you today for this unit. The first one, they need to be able to represent the value of the digit and whole numbers through a billion using expanded notation. The second one, they need to be able to represent the value of decimals to the hundredths place using expanded notation and numerals. And then the third one is represent fractions and decimals to the tenths or hundredths place on a number line. I wanted to lift up in the companion document, there is this great resource using the Savvas application on rapid identity. This is our Envision Math digital resource. This resource has a plethora of activities for your students. This one specifically is Topic 1, Lesson 7, and you also use the math tools within this activity. The activity gives them an opportunity to be able to create representations using these math tools. You can really support the students in creating representations to show place value relationships with this. Now moving on to the second unit. Let's have a look at what they've already experienced and what to expect. In second grade, they add up to 4 two-digit numbers and subtract 2-digit numbers. Then in third grade, they solved 1-step and 2-step problems with addition and subtraction, and that's within 1,000. Now in fourth grade, they're going to add and subtract whole numbers and decimals to the hundredths place, and then they go beyond 1,000 in fourth grade. Again, I want you to think about another question during this unit. How can current financial and economic factors in everyday life impact daily decisions? I know that when we're shopping, we're constantly adding and subtracting decimals. Again, for Unit 2, I'm going to lift up 3 standards that are really important for them. First, they need to be able to add and subtract whole numbers and decimals to the hundredths place using standard algorithm. Secondly, they need to represent multi-step problems involving addition and subtraction, and that's with whole numbers using strip diagrams and equations, and that's with a letter standing for an unknown quantity. And then last but not least, in third, they need to be able to calculate a profit. Again, within the companion document and Savvas application is another great resource. This one's Topic 16, Personal Financial Literacy. And this ties together calculating a profit. It also gives them the experience they've always also had with dot plots and with the allowance and budgeting. Last but not least is third unit, multiplication of whole numbers. First, let's have a look at what they've already seen and where they're going. In second grade, they got to model and create contextual multiplication situations in which equivalent sets of concrete objects are joined. Then they represented 1-step and 2-step problems, multiplication problems, within 100 using arrays, strip diagrams, and equations in third grade. And now in fourth grade, they're going to use those equations with a letter standing for an unknown quantity to express 1- and 2-step problems involving multiplication. Yet another question to stay on your journey. As you do this, think about this question. Why is the ability to model multiplication in a variety of ways essential for solving problems in everyday life? The 3 TEKS or standards that I would like to highlight today for you is first one for multiplication of whole numbers is to solve with fluency one-step and two-step problems involving multiplication. The second one is representing the product of two-digit numbers using arrays, area models, or equations. And then the third one is to represent multi-step problems with whole numbers using strip diagrams and equations with the letter standing for an unknown quantity. Again, within our Math Digital Resource Envision, we have another activity that is Topic 6, Lesson 7. Within this activity, the students can use the math tools as they have done before. First, they are guided through how to create a strip diagram to represent a real-world situation, and then they have the opportunity to do it themselves. Again, here is what it looks like. You have Topic 6, Lesson 7, Problem-Solving Multi-Step Problems. The activity itself is reteach to build understanding, And then this is a quick look with the math tools of what the strip diagram menu looks like to get to it. Once they've gotten there, then here is an example of what it could look like with the example of the student activity. Again, I want to thank you so much for being here today. We know that TEKS Resource System and Curriculum Central together equals a plan for success. As you continue your journey, please don't forget, if you need anything at all, my name is Kelly Whitehead. I want to thank you so much for being on this journey with me today, and I will see you again soon.